I need a trim. Anyone want to help? My younger brother just turned 13, as you all know, on the 14th. So his actual birthday party is going to be this weekend, which means there's going to be a lot of kids over. Secondly, today is a shout out to my older brother. His birthday is today. He's turning 25. Like, how does that even happen? Basically, to summarize everything I wanted to say in that rant, is there's too much debate on how we look and how we appear, and how that leads back into someone's overall confidence, someone's overall perception of themselves and their own individual worth. Now, my solution for all of this craziness that we are talking about here in 2020 that doesn't really even matter, it technically is mixing so many conversations together that could be had at separate times for separate reasons. They all fit together, but they're technically different puzzles. So my solution, there's two. One, don't read magazines. Don't think about who's on the cover. Don't care who's on the cover. Don't make your worth or somebody else's worth about the paycheck that they can make from being on the cover of a magazine. For most of us, it doesn't even affect us. Why should it personally affect you, whether or not they're featured on a magazine? It doesn't. Now, having a health conversation about the way people live is a completely different subject. So, to that point, buy a magazine, don't buy a magazine. If you want to read magazines, you don't like to see certain specific people on magazines, let's feature a puppy dog. Everyone likes puppies. Now that that debate is over, let's get into the video. Hi, I'm Britt. This is Simply Britt, and in this video, we're done with the rants. We're focusing on the individual, health goals, and how we can be better every day. I've inserted footage from this past week. I have been trying to avoid all the snow and its coldness by adding a bit of color into the video. Trying to pray for spring. Please give me spring so that I can ride my bike on the trails and enjoy some warm sun and vitamin D. But since I don't have it, since it's been a crazy week, and since I don't have a choice, we're still rolling with the spring background and a floral dress. That's right. So, how did this week go? It went okay. I didn't quite meet my water goal every day. There were some days where I got the full 60 ounces, and other days I barely got 20. If I'm not carrying the water bottle around and refilling it constantly, I'm not going to drink it. It's just a matter of fact. As far as dietary goes, sticking within the food groups that I'm trying to go for and the calories that I'm trying to consume, I'm doing okay. Some days are higher than others, some days are lower than others, but it's still all keeping that healthy mindset and knowing what I'm putting in my mouth. And I think we're doing pretty good. Progress overall, not going to see much until probably mid-February, but we're still going to keep chugging along. Every day matters, every day is a new day, and we've got this. Now, as far as some of the other stuff in the video that comes up, I am working on decluttering my wardrobe. That is the first place I'm starting. That is a monster of a task, and it's going to take some time, and it's going to take several videos to kind of capture the essence of what exactly I'm doing. Now, my good friend Kendra, who sometimes shows her face in the comments, sometimes does not, she may be coming over this weekend to help me with some of that task. She'll be my other opinion to help say yay or nay, explain to me why she thinks that's my style and fits my personality and why it doesn't. I've already gone over with her that how I kind of want to define my style. It's kind of bohemian, kind of sporty, edgy, definitely a casual with the sporty. I don't know, it's just there's a very specific aesthetic that I want to go for that I don't feel at this moment that I am going for. So that's kind of a work in progress, and that's kind of why we're also doing this, is to go through and kind of see what pieces I have that actually fit my style, what pieces I'm wearing on a regular basis, what I'm not wearing on a regular basis, and giving those pieces a new home and a second life, essentially. This time, with this process, I'm going to be trying Thread Up, which, if you guys know anything about Thread Up, it is a thrifting service / consignment service that you can do over the internet. What they'll do is they'll ship you a bag, and then you can put your stuff in the bag and send it back to them. They'll go through it. If they can sell it, they'll sell it. If they can't, they can send it back to you for a fee, or they can recycle it. So that's what I'm doing this time. I'm hoping that everything will work out with that and feel better about my stuff getting a second life. So hopefully Kendra can get her butt over here and help me with that. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully she'll feature herself in the video, because I've been trying to get her on camera for a while now, and it's kind of been pulling teeth. So we'll see what happens. From my past, being a kid that had pretty much hand-me-downs and didn't get to go out and pick for her own style all the way up until pretty much high school and beyond, it's been one thing where, like, I've wanted to get clothes. I've wanted to find things that were my style. I wanted to know what my style was. So I definitely have accumulated quite a bit over the last 5 to 6 years. And I mean, some of my stuff is older than that, but not very much of it. There are things that I picked up and I realized, especially looking at those Facebook photos, I haven't worn that outerwear piece for 6 months, or I haven't done this or that for quite some time. So I just don't want that. I don't want clothes just sitting around not actually getting use. And so that's one of the things that I'm trying to do as I go through this, is really find out what I'm going to be getting use out of, and, you know, realizing that there are some clothes that I just don't wear. So that's that with that. It's going to be a long process, and you guys will see bits and pieces of it through these videos as I go through it. So that's what's going on. That's the main thing, honestly, is just going through and figuring out what I actually use and don't use. So this week has been a lot of fighting the snow to get to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym more than twice this week so far. I have helped with the driveway, which is a workout in itself. I just haven't been consistently going to the gym this week, so it's not a great thing. Honestly, I wish it wasn't that way, but at the same time, it's been good to give my body a break too, because last time I was at the gym, I don't know if it's my shoes or what, but like there was sharp pinching in my foot, like not quite my toes, but almost to my toes. And so it was just really hard. Like, I was trying to stretch out my foot and relax it and mess with the muscles, just kind of trying to get that pinching to stop, because it was really weird. I think it's my shoes, but I'm not sure. But I haven't felt it since going to the gym. It's only when I've worked out at the gym. So maybe it's better. Maybe I need new shoes. I'm just not sure. We'll see how that goes. As far as what I've already filmed, I'm going to insert a segment of all the stuff that took place this week. I don't know, I have a little update that I will insert up in the corner again, like I did last time. I don't know if you guys liked that. I liked it. I think it added to the video a lot. So the update will be playing up there in that corner, most likely. It's backwards, so when I point to this side, this is This right here is my right hand side, and this is my left hand side. So it'll be in one of the two spots. I really don't know at this point. We'll see how it goes when I insert the footage. Alright, so in the corner you're going to see the outfits of the day. So it starts out with the layering of the first outfit. I definitely am excited about the outfits of the day. I feel like it definitely gives me a motivator first thing in the morning. And I love the way the blue top and the skirt played into each other. I just think it was super cute. Then I have a 5:35 wake up call the next day. Was planning on going to the gym, so I was all dressed up in my favorite workout leggings and the beautiful floral print top. But we didn't end up actually making it to the gym. We did a lot of driving that morning. We had to drop off a client, then the boys missed their bus, so we had to go back, take them to school. Then we went back to town because I needed to get groceries. By the time we did all that driving and I actually got out of the car, I think we had enough time to travel from where I live to Portland. So that's kind of crazy. That would be like 3.5 hours of just riding in the car. So I do have some car footage for you guys of driving in the snow and just kind of the traffic. At one point we were stuck behind a snowplow. So it was kind of interesting to see how we'd pass by a car, then they passed by us, and then we passed it again because both lanes were stuck behind snowplows. My mom and I kept joking in the car that the snowplows were doing it on purpose and they were trying to see how many people they could get backed up. Because we had it backed up for miles. I mean, we were moving. It was still a steady pace, but it was just a lot of cars. So that part was kind of funny. I know a lot of people probably weren't thinking it was funny because they're probably late for work and other appointments. So you get what you get. Here in the winter, you know that driving conditions are going to add to your commute. It's just normal and you get used to it. But it's super pretty. I love the area in the winter. Not because of the cold. I hate the cold, but it looks so beautiful.
Just had to show you my one salad serving.
So this part.
Literally, that's the bottom of the bowl. That's one serving. We as Americans overeat.
So yeah, I was just going over the food portions and how my one serving of pasta was pretty sad. And then the outfit of the day is not what this is. This is actually trying on different vests and outerwear, and I'll go over that with you as well. But I wanted to give you guys a look at these outerwear pieces because I need your help. Essentially, I am going through my whole entire wardrobe bit by bit, and I'm getting rid of some things because either it's not my personal style, or it doesn't fit comfortably, or it's not something I wear, or I don't see myself wearing much in the future. I really want to have clothes that serve a purpose and not just take up space on a clothing rack. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm going through bit by bit and pulling out pieces. I thought these pieces would be really easy to film and interchangeable, so I wore that basic white top and black skirt so that we could go through and see the difference of how they actually changed the outfit. And I kind of explained which ones were my favorites and why, but all that audio I cut out because I didn't like the audio. So that's what those videos are about. And then I took pictures off my Facebook, actually, of the times that I've actually worn the individual pieces. Oh, and this is the shout out picture to my brother for his 25th birthday. He was in Kauai for that photo. And then it was time to make breakfast. I did make breakfast before I got ready today, so that piece is actually in the video before my outfit of the day. But I go through and I'm making a kind of a mixed scramble with green onions, olives, cheese, and egg. And it's just a quick video of making breakfast this morning. I also had a bowl of cottage cheese, a cup's worth, so 2 servings technically, based on the dietary information on the container. So that is what this portion of the video is actually about. It's making breakfast because I wanted to show you guys more of the food that I'm starting to cook. Because I'm eating less prepared meals and I'm eating out a lot less. So I still forget to film in the kitchen a lot, and it's really hard to figure out how to do it. Like this, I actually used our Vitamix as a stand for my phone to shoot above the plate and the bowl. And so that was kind of interesting, and I think it worked pretty well. At least you get an idea. But I need to figure out how to do that better in the near future, because I'd like to do some recipes with you guys. And then the last thing, of course, in this video is going to be the outfit of the day. And I honestly really like this outfit. It's one of those pieces that I was going through and I'm like, do I keep it? Do I get rid of it? Definitely not like super comfortable in it yet. Like, I feel like losing a few more pounds would definitely help with that. But it does fit. It is something I could wear. The length on it is horrendous. Like, I'm wearing a skirt under it because of the length. But it's definitely, I love the colors. I love the feel. I like the mesh up here. So that is the outfit of the day. And yeah, so that is basically everything that I've gotten here. I think I might have a few more things. I really don't know. Why is the flashlight piece on? I have no idea. Okay, so before this completely derails, because that's just how I am, I wanted to talk about two things. One, my hair, okay? Right now it looks amazing. Like, the little ringlets are feeling great. I was joking at the beginning of the video that I need to trim, but I really do. I just don't want to pay 40 bucks to get my hair cut, because that's like the going rate around here. It's super expensive, at least in my opinion. I know some people do it all the time and they're so used to it that it doesn't seem expensive, but when it costs more than a lot of people make in an hour, it's expensive, at least in my opinion. It's just hair. It's alive up here but dead down here. Like, honestly. So I'd rather do it myself or have someone I know do it. But I did get new hair products, so I'm like trying to fill it out, trying to be like, oh yeah, it's nice and not frizzy today. I'm hoping this product does wonders. I mean, so far since I put it on, I'm liking it, but I don't know if it's the right product for me, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money trying out products and then not liking them. So hopefully this is the one. Cross your fingers. So beyond my hair, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the whole portion size video that I filmed about the veggie pasta. So that video I posted on Instagram because I was like, this is mind-boggling. Like, it blows my mind how little our food portions look when we're so used to eating so much. Like, it seemed like nothing, you know, compared to, like, I would normally just take the whole steam fresh veggie pasta bag, say, cool, that's my meal, it fills up a bowl, don't really need much else, have a drink, maybe a small salad on the side or something, and call it good. But then I'd be eating like 480 calories on just the veggie pasta. My salad would probably be another 300 to 400 calories depending on what I put in it. And then if you're not drinking water, there's usually calories in your drink. So it would just quickly be like, oh, 900 calories, you know, in one meal. And then you're like, okay, well, I only want to do 1,500 calories in a day, or maybe 1,800 calories in a day. And then you're like, oh, I'm already half my calories or more in one meal. And the way that our society is with planned out meals like breakfast, lunch, and dinner has, in the last few years, driven me crazy, because it's like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't work for everybody. Like, if I'm going to eat, I want to eat when I'm actually hungry, when my body's telling me to eat. If I sit down and I eat breakfast, I sit down and I eat lunch, I sit down and eat dinner, I'm going to be eating way more food than my body actually needs. And I'm not going to be able to tell when my body is actually hungry because I'm eating every 3 or 4 hours. Some people say, oh yeah, why don't you eat really small meals and then snack throughout the day? Why? That makes no sense to me either, because it's like you're not listening to your body, you're just constantly eating food. It's maybe small portion, but you're still constantly eating food. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then like everything in our culture is food. Like sporting events, concerts, parties, funerals, get-togethers, anything that involves spending time with another person, it's so easy to get food. Like meeting up a friend, let's go get coffee. Meeting up to go on a date, let's grab a bite to eat and go to a movie, or let's do this, let's do that. And every time there's a drink or a food substance that seems to be associated with how we spend time with other people. And to me, that just doesn't make any sense. Why are we associating food so much with all of our activities? Like as a kid, so bombarded by like commercials and stuff that like every time I would open a soda can, I'd pretend I was in a commercial because it was like, oh yeah, I'm cool now. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. Or, it was just kind of like, it was so influential on like how I perceive food that now I'm like combating that culture. I'm trying to go ahead and be like, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't need to follow your standards to listen to my body. It doesn't make sense. So it's been really hard because it's like everything has food associated with it. Hopefully editor Britt, me later, can figure all this out, make it polished and beautiful for you guys, that when you come back to the channel next time, you won't have been scared away. Because guys, we've got this. This is our journey. This is our time to feel proud and successful, and we definitely have a lot going for us in 2020. So I will see you next time in Tuesday's video. So keep crushing those goals, guys. Keep rocking it. And I love to see your comments down below. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.